Ugh, ads are such poop. Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more for just $1 a month. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. And hey, we're on Patreon too. Your support helps cover the cost of running a podcast. For $2 a month, you can get early access to all our episodes ad-free, plus bonus episodes exclusive to Patreon subscribers only. Visit patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse to sign up now.
Hey, sweetie, what do you think of our new car from Carvana?
Think it can handle our busy family?
Well, we have 7 days to see. First, we can take the scenic route to the beach and stargaze through the moonroof. We'll see if your drums fit in the trunk. Then we can pick up Mommy's friends and check out that legroom. And we should really visit Grandma. She's getting up there.
That's like a whole lifetime in 7 days.
And like one busy family.
With our 7-day money-back guarantee, you can confidently shop for cars 100% online. Visit Carvana.com for all terms and conditions. We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
God was telling the guys that were yelling at Job how much they don't fucking know.
See, that's what I thought too.
Oh.
But then this thing was called The Lord Convinces Job of Ignorance. And that's not what I got out of that.
Well,
so I feel like we misunderstood it, or else they miscaptioned it.
Maybe he was yelling at Job with that group, because Job was also criticizing God, and maybe God's going to be like, no, you had no right to criticize me.
Okay.
And you don't know what you're talking about because, but we know, and we know he was fucking betting Satan, so fuck you, God.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
some bullshit calling out Job. Job just had his fucking family killed by you.
Right.
And got boils from you.
Yeah.
So fuck off.
Fuck off.
That's some crap.
Not only that, but I protest the use of the word convinces.
Yeah.
Because that indicates that he is convinced.
Right.
Like, if I convince you of something, that means that I have succeeded in convincing you.
Is it convincing or is it cowing? Because,
Well, I just would have preferred that it said the Lord attempts to convince them.
Right.
Or commences in convincing. Or begins the act of convincing.
Sure.
Not just that he does.
But the Lord does or does not. There is no middle ground.
Oh my God. Well, that grammar bothers me and I don't like it.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, anyway, that was Job chapter 38.
Sure as fuck was.
And today we're going to be hopping into
Job chapter 39.
All right, let's do this.
Woot woot. Okay, Job chapter 39.
Okay.
So God is still yakking.
Is he?
He's still flapping his duck sickers.
Oh.
I said duck sickers, but I was trying to say dick suckers.
Jesus, what the fuck?
I had an ex that used to call lips dick suckers.
Okay.
And so that's why I was saying God was flapping his dick suckers, but
Okay.
it came out duck flippers or something.
like our fans are not going to pick up on that and be on Patreon tomorrow and be like, I'm using this forever. Because that happens.
Well, here's the thing. I am dyslexic, and then on top of that, I'm tired and goofy.
Right.
So you just never know what the fuck is going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, God is still yapping his gums.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you know when the mountain goats give birth? I do not, sir.
No, I'm not aware.
Prum, prum, prum. Do you watch when the doe bears her fawn? No, but I watched a cat give birth.
I watched Bambi once.
I saw an elephant
Actually,
give
a couple of
birth.
times.
On YouTube, I saw an elephant, and it was so amazing. Like, the elephant just kind of goes, ooh, and it, like, sways back and forth. And then suddenly, like, an ocean just falls out, and then a big old bomb drops, and it's the baby.
Got it.
And then within seconds, the baby gets up and walks.
That's crazy.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
and the mom beats it with her trunk to get all the shit off of it. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, did I watch a doe bear her fawn? No.
No,
But
haven't done that.
other animals, yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that one a yes, kind of
Right.
qualified.
We've seen
asterisk.
similar,
Yeah,
things.
Do you count the months till they bear? I mean, yeah, when I have a cat, I'm like, how many months? And when I was pregnant, how many months? And when my sister was pregnant, how many months? Yeah, I count months.
But
till
not
things...
specifically the goats or the whatever.
Not like all of them. Is that the question?
No, it's asking you, do you count the months until they are, having their kids?
I mean,
they're babies.
Specific ones, not just generic across the board. I count the months till a
Of
specific
people.
Person or animal gives birth.
Right, but it's asking you about mountain goats and shit.
No, this was a doe.
Does. You don't have any does that you're friend with.
No, that's what I said. An asterisk saying not a doe per se, but other animals.
But if God wanted to talk about, humans, they would have said humans.
Okay, but what about cats? When my cat gets pregnant, yes, I would count the
Our
months.
cat does not get pregnant because we get ours spayed and neutered.
Oh my God, in the past, I've had a cat that got pregnant. And yes, I counted the time until it was time for her to bear.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I feel like you're being obstinate.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know the time they give birth? I mean, again, like out in nature, just in general, no. But specific pets in my care, yes.
Maybe.
I don't know what he's asking.
I don't either.
I'm irate because I'm confused.
I think you're irate because you're tired.
I'm irate because I'm a bitch. They crouch down and bring forth their young. The labor pains are ended. Okay, that is a fucking lie. You know why?
Why?
The labor pains don't just end just because you got the baby out of you.
Okay.
You still have to deliver the placenta. And then also your body is still like cramping and stuff. And also all of your shit is swollen.
Yeah.
Like your labia are swollen to the size of testicles because they have gone through trauma. And everything hurts because you just gave fucking birth.
Right.
So no, the birth pains are not over. And it's clear a man wrote this shit. Their young thrive and grow strong in the wilds. They leave and do not return. I mean,
depends on the type of animal, really. Some of them actually
do.
travel as... Depends on the type of animal.
I mean, our son took off. Who let the wild donkey go free? Who let the dog out?
You used that yesterday.
I did. It's not my fault.
Okay.
It's still relevant.
All right.
Who untied its ropes? Was it God? Did God untie the ropes?
Why did they have ropes?
Because somebody let the wild donkey go free.
But if it was wild, it wouldn't necessarily
if it was wild, why did you have it tied up?
On a wild donkey.
Yeah. I didn't untie its ropes because it was wild and it wasn't tied up in the first place.
Right.
Trick question there, God.
Yeah.
I gave it the wasteland as its home, the salt flats as its habitat.
Okay.
Okay, if you say so.
Good on you, man.
It laughs at the commotion in the town. It does not hear a driver's shout. I mean, we have raccoons in our backyard and they do not laugh. They just like crawl around looking for grubs. And
Yeah.
It ranges the hills for its pasture and searches for any green thing. Who cares? What
is this all about? Like, what are we going on about here?
What's it about? Will the wild ox consent to serve you? No,
I don't know.
It's wild. It doesn't serve anybody.
I didn't ask it. I don't need an ox currently, so.
I mean, I have a dishwasher, so I really don't need a maid service for the kitchen either.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like if somebody came in and cooked dinner. Do you think a wild ox would come cook my dinner?
No.
Damn it.
Don't send wild oxes.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you. You send whatever you want.
I'm not accepting that, though.
Will it stay by your manger at night? I don't have a manger.
Why would you have an ox by a manger?
I want a manger.
Why?
I never get to have a manger.
Why do you want a manger?
So I can say, no, it does not stay by my manger at night.
But what's the difference between a manger and a crib, though?
I think one is made out.
A manger is a crib, essentially, right?
I guess.
Maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to I started to say it's made out of wood, but no, cribs are made out of wood. What is a manger? How is it different?
I don't know.
Is it on the ground, whereas a crib is raised?
I don't have the answer to that.
It's in a barn, whereas...
That's definitely got to be it right there. It's in a barn.
It's in a barn.
Yeah, and there's like, you can see all this. You got to specifically the North Star. You got to see that North Star.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody's going to bring some gifts or some shit, right?
You stupid.
That's how you let people know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can you hold it to the furrow with a harness? I don't even understand that question.
Well, that's because it's like farmy shit, you know?
Will it till the valleys behind you? No.
I don't know.
I don't have valleys
because this is all contingent on whether it serves you in the first place, which you already asked, and now you're just going on about bullshit.
Okay, look, my backyard is not big enough for furrows and tills.
You could. It just wouldn't take very long.
I mean, okay.
You have to make some quick turns.
If we planted something in the backyard, like if we planted corn, I mean, we would have like a row of corn, and it would be not a long row.
No, it wouldn't.
But we rent, so I'm not going
to
do that experiment. Okay. Will you rely on it for its great strength? Will you leave your heavy work to it? Okay, God is getting off track here.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going with all this shit.
Can you trust it to haul in your grain and bring it to your threshing floor? I don't have either a manger or a threshing floor. I'm really starting to feel left out.
But I feel like he's trying to get at something here, like...
You can't control the animals, but I can.
He's comparing animals to us with him. Like, the amount of control that we have over animals is maybe the amount of control that he has over humans.
Well, he doesn't exercise it very much, does he?
Right, but I think that's what he's getting. I think that's the point that's trying to be made here. I'm not saying it's a good point. I'm just saying that that's what I think he's getting at.
Well, I'm not following.
Okay.
The wings of the ostrich flap joyfully. I mean, you don't know if it's joyful.
Yeah.
Though they cannot compare with the wings and feathers of the stork.
Why?
I mean, okay. Having said why, I am going to step back a minute and say, but a stork is prettier than an ostrich.
But beauty is in the eye of the beholder well. Like,
it
doesn't necessarily, like, you know, you may think that the stork is more beautiful than the ostrich, but there may be somebody out there that thinks that the ostrich is more beautiful than the stork.
I would be hard pressed to believe that somebody thinks that. Honestly, unless it's like somebody specifically who studies ostriches and like that's their.
So you're saying there might be somebody,
but they would be biased.
Isn't beauty a biased opinion anyway?
No, I'm unbiased because I don't give a shit about ostriches or what are they? Storks. I don't give a shit about either of them. That's not true. You grew up in a
society where storks are more part of the cultural narrative that we use. I mean, storks are literally part of our cultural narrative, whereas ostriches are these exotic beasts that you find out about later when you're in science class.
They don't even fly.
Right.
They're stupid.
And they stick their heads in the ground.
They're dumb.
Or something.
I think they're ugly and stupid. Their feathers are not pretty.
I'm just saying.
Okay, but if we're going by that, then you're trying to tell me that, like, for example, a peacock isn't prettier than a stork?
I'm saying that somebody out there might think that, correct?
You think that there is a human on this planet that would think, honestly, that a stork is prettier than a peacock?
It's a possibility.
I'm calling bullshit.
It's a possibility.
No, I disagree. You are wrong, and you're just being argumentative to play devil's advocate, and is bullshit, sir.
Okay.
Anyway, threshing floor.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
The wings of the ostrich flap joyfully, though they cannot compare with the wings and feathers of the stork. She lays her eggs on the ground and lets them warm in the sand, unmindful that a foot may crush them, that some wild animal may trample them. I like penguins.
Probably more scared of the animals that are coming up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's about, not wanting to be eaten.
But I like penguins.
Yeah.
As long as we're comparing birds.
Sure.
Because the mom leaves and is like, okay, you're in charge, bye.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dad has to take care of the egg.
Right.
And I just think that is funny.
Yeah.
Because she's like, bitch, bye.
Mm-hmm.
And then she leaves. She
right.
just takes off. I mean, she comes back, but...
Sure.
But
because she's going hunting, right?
Yeah. Like a lioness.
Right.
Yeah, because they are the badasses.
Mm-hmm.
And the dad has to be a stay-at-home dad. And that's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
I will volunteer right now to be a stay-at-home dad.
I do not want to work. Let's both be stay-at-homes. That's badass. Yeah. We'll both be stay-at-home.
Yeah. That'll work out well.
You go to work right now, sir. She treats her young harshly as if they were not hers. What? She cares not that her labor was in vain, for God did not endow her with wisdom or give her a share of good sense. Yet when she spreads her feathers to run, she laughs at horse and rider.
What is the point there?
She runs fast.
Yeah, I know. Ostriches run fast.
So fast.
But she doesn't have any wisdom, so whatever.
So she's dumb.
I guess.
She's a fast dum-dum.
I don't understand.
Do you give the horse its strength or clothe its neck with a flowing mane?
Obviously not.
Do you make it leap like a locust, striking terror with its proud snorting? It paws. The fact that I made you laugh made me laugh. It paws fiercely, rejoicing in its strength, and charges into the fray. It laughs at fear. Ha ha! Afraid of nothing.
Okay.
It does not shy away from the sword. That's a lie. Horses get scared at everything. They're skittish animals.
Right. That's why you got to put blinders on them and
exactly.
train them really well so they don't,
Speaking
run
of
away.
horses, I heard that a bunch of horses died right before the what is that race that
Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
And like every year when the Kentucky Derby happens, there's all these questions about the humanity of
Well, yeah, these horses are bred specifically for a race, and if one goes lame, they just kill it.
I know.
So
I know. Because what you gonna do?
Yeah, all they're good for is running, apparently.
Yeah. No snuggle in the horse. But then everybody's trying to tell me how horses are awesome and wonderful. And I'm like, you can't have it both ways, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, a bunch of horses died.
Yeah, I heard that.
That was sad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I know about it.
That's all I know about it, too.
The quiver rattles against its side along with the flashing spear and lance. In frenzied excitement, it eats up the ground. It cannot stand still when the trumpet sounds. At the blast of the trumpet, it snorts, "Aha!" It does?
Okay.
It catches the scent of battle from afar, the shout of commanders, and the battle cry.
I think it catches the scent of its blood as the spurs dig into its back and spurs them forward.
Yes, exactly.
So,
yeah.
Just saying.
Does the hawk take flight by your wisdom and spread its wings toward the south? This is so painful. Does the eagle soar at your command and build its nest on high? We have a bird making a nest under our air conditioner upstairs. It dwells on a cliff and stays there at night. A craggy rock or a rocky crag. It actually says rocky crag.
Okay.
But I say craggy rock because I'm dyslexic.
Sure. Yeah.
Is its stronghold. From there it looks for food. Its eyes detect it from afar. Its young ones feast on blood, and where the slain are, there it is, the end.
So this was just more of God telling us how fucking...
He does shit with animals.
He makes these things do these things. And
he does animal...
Whatever.
He does... What's it called when you fuck with animals?
When you fuck with animals.
Okay,
that's
not... That's not the fucking I meant. God. No, I didn't mean like bestiality.
Right,
I meant like... What's it called when you make animals do things?
Husbandry?
Yeah, that.
Wait, when you make them do things. Domesticate them?
Okay, that too. He domesticates them and he engages in animal husbandry and he does animal stuff.
I can't follow what you're going on about.
I'm just saying God does animal stuff. The end. That's what this whole chapter does.
That needs to be God does animal stuff. I love it. That's perfect.
I mean, right? That's what this whole chapter was.
Yeah, God does animal stuff. And on that note, that was Job chapter 39.
It sure as fuck was.
And we will be back tomorrow with
Job chapter 40.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.